fire began to move, but it was already too late. Dio grabbed the lever and threw it down. We're still yet to see how it's gonna save him though. I thought when we got stopped here last time, he opened the door before he gave us the vial.
Door has been opened.
And by this time he'd pretty much already left.
It will remain open for 9 seconds.
It's been fun. Peace.
I promise to call for help and return as soon as I can. Please, do not give up hope.
Yeah, I know. Just get going already. But just you, Kay.
Huh?
As Dio turned to look at me, I crouched. Then, calling on every last bit of my strength my wearied body could supply, I launched myself toward him like a coiled spring. I slammed into his legs, knocking him to the floor, and wrapped my hands around his ankle before he could get back up.
Hey! What are you doing, you bastard? The door's gonna close! Let go! Let go, goddammit! Let me go!
He lashed out with his free leg at my head, shoulders, and arms, but I held on. I ignored the pain, tightening my grip with every blow.
Hey! What the hell is this shit? Why are you doing this? I kept my promise, didn't I?
Yeah, so did I. Far as I recall, it didn't say anything about letting you escape.
What? Shit! Stop screwing around, asshole! I have to get out of here. I'm not going to let my sacred mission get fucked up by some self-righteous idiot.
Dio began to pull himself along with his elbows, bit by bit, edging closer to the exit. He was headed straight through the door, but the gate was already beginning to close. With only a few feet to spare before it shut, he crawled across the threshold and beyond the door.
Sigma! Stop! That's enough! Please, you have to let go! The door's going to shut on you if you don't let go!
If they do, if it does, it'll save my life. Heh. Alright. See you later, Dio.
You're an idiot right up until the end, aren't you? Just hurry up and die, you senile old fuck!
No. I'm going to live. Squash.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the Nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
We don't know that they have the wrist. The band may have been destroyed under the door. We don't know what part of the door or what part of his arm got squashed. And even if they do have the arm, it's not going to do them any good. The announcer's voice grated at the inside of my skull. I felt tired, so very, very tired. I felt my eyes flutter close. And then nothing. That can't be it. Nope. Didn't think so. We're still in that box, though.
Sigma! Sigma!
Finally awake, huh?
Where am I? I rubbed my eyes and slid my legs off the bed to stand up. Well, to be honest, it was an examination table, not a bed. Which meant the infirmary, huh?
I guess they carried you out here after you passed out.
You guess?
Well, I wasn't there to see it. I was out just like you. But I was in the AB room.
Why?
That bastard Kay. He punched me in the stomach. I can't believe him. He didn't want me voting, so...
Ah, yep. And after he knocked you out, he voted betray, which brought his BP up to 9.
Yes.
So, where is he now?
On the other side of the number 9 door. With Dio. You told him to go, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Is your arm okay?
Arm?
I heard what happened. Cybernetic arms, huh? Can't say I'm surprised. I was starting to get a feeling something was up with you.
I looked down at my left hand. Or rather, I looked down at where my left hand should have been. Instead, there was a stub, wrapped in white gauze. I'd told myself I'd do anything to get the cure, even if it meant letting Dio betray me. But I had a feeling I might come to miss my hand. Oh yeah, how's Quark?
I'm right here.
Quark! Man, I'm glad you're alright. Feeling better?
Yep. Thanks to you. You got the medicine from that jerk Dio, right?
Yep.
Luna gave it to me and now I'm better. Thanks. You're the best, Mr. Sigma.
You don't need to tell me every single step that happened.
You saved my life.
It seemed they'd shared stories while I was asleep. Everyone knew now how I'd made a deal with Dio, and about the journal we'd found with the Latin in it. Clover and Fire seemed to have done most of the talking.
It was completely the opposite of what we guessed. We're not infected. The rest of the world is. That means this place isn't a quarantine facility. It's more like a shelter.
Well, we don't know anything for sure yet. I thought the same thing you did, but then Sigma pointed out a couple of discrepancies.
Yeah? Fire and I have already gone over it, but I explained what I'd noticed. 1. If we were in a shelter for uninfected people, why had Quark been infected? Any place designed to keep a virus like that out would have a lot of safeguards to keep anything from getting in. Had the virus already bypassed all those measures? It didn't seem likely. 2. The timing of our abductions and the pandemic's outbreak was strange. It would make sense if we'd been rescued after the disease had become widespread, but that wasn't what had happened. First we'd been abducted, then the pandemic had broken out. 3. We didn't know why Zero had put us in the Nonary game. If we were survivors he wanted to protect, then why try to kill us? If we were in a shelter, why wasn't it safe?
Well, what about this? Maybe someone anticipated the pandemic. I don't know who. Probably Zero. Anyway, they grabbed us before the pandemic really started. Then they put us in the shelter. But then, after a while, he got bored, so he decided to have us play this game to kill time.
Who on earth would make people he rescued play a game where they could die just because he was bored?
Well, we don't actually know if there is poison in this bracelet.
What?
You're the only one who's gotten injected so far. And when you did, it was only Soparil.
What are you saying? That what I did at the number 9 door was all pointless?
No, that's not what I mean.
That can't be it. I'm sure there's tubocurarine in the bracelets. The Atom's analysis confirmed it.
But what if the Atom is lying?
If you're going to do that, then we don't have anything to base any speculations on.
Yep.
You could say that the newspaper article was fake, or that the Latin journal wasn't real.
Or the journal was real, but my translation was a lie.
You made it up?
No, my translation was accurate. I'm just making the point that once you start talking about this stuff being fabricated, it doesn't stop.
Yep.
I don't think Zero is doing this just to take the piss out of a lime.
What?
I was just trying to stress that I don't think Zero would do this to pass the time.
How do you make that mistake?
However, I do think Clover has half a point.
Meaning?
That someone did anticipate this pandemic. That part seems reasonable.
Well, if the virus was spread on purpose, then I could see how that might make sense.
Yeah. It's not like Noah put all the animals on his ark after the flood happened. He went around before the rain started falling to gather them all up, right?
He also built the ark all before it flooded.
Are you saying that we were rescued because we're all that's left of humanity?
He did definitely lose his arm because he looked down, although we didn't see it, he did say he looked down and all he saw was he had no hand and it was wrapped in white gauze. So his hand is definitely missing.
We were brought here because someone knew there would be a pandemic that would turn us into an endangered species? Does that mean we're supposed to repopulate the planet?
Repopulate? I looked around and did a quick inventory. Of course. 4 women, an old man, and a kid. That meant I was the only young, fertile male. Of course Sigma was seeking that. Repopulation, huh? That didn't sound so bad. Yeah, for you, Sigma. If that was the case, maybe there wasn't any reason to escape. Really, Sigma? If the newspaper and the journal were right, then the world outside was crawling with a deadly virus. That is true, Spud. Why would we go expose ourselves to that? Yeah, because if we had kids, then no matter what, the next generation would at least be half brothers, sisters. So yeah, it would not be good at that point. If the newspaper and the journal were right, then the world outside was crawling with a deadly virus. Why would we go expose ourselves to that? This would be the safest, happiest place on Earth. Personality isn't often translated to the kids. It's the way they're brought up. It's the life you lead as a kid that gives you your personality, not your parents at birth. So
The game's over. There's no point to any of this now.
No, that's not true. The game might be over, but we've still got a lot of unanswered questions. In fact, we've got even more questions.
So, are those answers going to open the number 9 door again? It's all over. Why we're stuck here doesn't mean shit. The 8 of us aren't leaving, ever. That's all that matters.
8.
You're including the old woman?
Yeah.
Why would he be including her?
You know what? What if the old lady is Zero Senior?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I would agree there, TCC. I just thought, how is Temuyuji close to the old lady? Because Kay said, which crazily has the same face as us, Kay said that in his childhood, she came to this facility and was kind of like his mum. Well, not in his childhood, he was 18 when she came to the facility. And kind of acted like his mum for 4 years before willingly trying to sacrifice her own life for Kay's dad's research. So I don't understand how any of that works out. How does Temuyuji know her? We never even considered that.
But that would mean the person in charge of all this was murdered by somebody. That doesn't make sense.
Maybe she wasn't murdered.
She was murdered.
Huh?
Are you saying she was infected with Radical 6 and killed herself?
She was murdered. But we didn't find a knife or anything, any kind of weapon in the AB room with her.
Maybe she was killed somewhere else.
That old person Bond. For a second I was thinking Tenryuji was Kei's dad, but that doesn't even add up from the story that Quark gave us about Tenryuji. And it also doesn't add up that Kei grew up in this facility and Temuyuji came here voluntarily to participate in the game. Maybe he came here voluntarily to participate because of her?
And then someone carried her in there.
What? That's ridiculous.
Well, maybe we should go take a look at her one more time. Maybe we missed something.
Sure, okay. We looked down at the body of the old woman. Fire was the first to move. Quietly and methodically, she began to examine the woman and her clothes. I just stood there. Even if she was dead, no, especially because she was dead, I just didn't feel right touching her. After a few silent minutes, Fire suddenly stopped. She pulled something from one of the old woman's sleeves and held it out toward me. Kurashiki. A card.
Looks like an ID card for this place. Since it's got her picture on it, I'd say it's a safe bet the card is hers.
Huh. Looks like her name. Looks like her name is Kurashiki. Kurashiki. Ever heard it before?
Nope.
I have. Akane Kurashiki.
You?
No. Anything on the back? Pass. Junpei doll. I'm sure I can remember that one, but I will record it anyway. The jumpy doll. Huh, there's something written here. It says jumpy doll.
Well, actually it says pass equals Jumpy doll. So I'm guessing Jumpy doll is a password of some sort.
I'm thinking to the computer. What the hell does that mean?
Beats me.
Looks handwritten. She must have put it on herself so she wouldn't forget it.
Yeah.
We were still looking the card over when I heard a commotion from the other part of the room.
Alice, what's wrong?
Alice!
Oh no!
What are you planning to do with that?
It's starting to think, if that is Akane, he may be Junpei. And then that would mean a lot longer has passed since they came here. And he would definitely know about the virus outside. Fi and I turned around and gasped.
Damn it!
We ran to the other end of the room and skidded around the partition. Oh, she's been infected. There stood Alice, her hand wrapped tightly around the scalpel. She didn't seem stable. Her eyes were flat and hollow. Her face was an emotionless mask. She was not well. The look on her face was all too familiar. Quark. She looked just like Quark had before he went insane. But that meant...
Goodbye.
Her hand moved, lifting the scalpel up high in the air, then driving it down toward her heart. No time to even stop her. That's an end? How's that a Quark end? Maybe because Quark survived? We're getting there. That one and that one to go. We don't know the ID for that one though. I'm pretty sure that's going to be Jumpy Doll. Yeah. But I'm sure we needed the ID as well, not just the password. We do have some more codes we can try in here. May as well skip to it. I'll go from the top of my list. I haven't put them in order of how I discovered them. I know this is number 3 bomb. I'm pretty sure I tried the one for the number 1 bomb, but I'm not too sure if I typed it correctly or whatever, so I'll do it again. So, can I just type on the keyboard? Nope. B, Q, Z, R, G, J, DXR. Nope, didn't think so. Next one, EQD, DYR, NTK. Nope. I'm pretty sure that was bombs 1 and 2. I think I tried this one. I can't remember though. Yep. I can do numbers too. The next one has numbers in it, so GTF DML 016. No. Well, I don't have this code yet. I'm thinking that's going to lead to the true ending. But I need the ID for this one. Actually, it might be Kurashiki. And no. Did I type it right? I definitely typed it right that time. I'm a bit stuck then. Was it AI? EI. EI. Didn't think that would work. I'm sure Jumpy Doll is the password. Yeah, I've got their codes here. The first one that I was given that said that was a MILKEVOLI, and the second one that said it like that was Luna's GTF DML016. Maybe the ID is... I'm sure Jumpy Doll is one of these.